Hello pipe community, Barepipe here. I want to bring you up to speed on the GBD project. It's done, pipe's ready to go back out into the world. Here it is. Beautiful burgundy pipe with a black contrast stain in a fairly conservative traditional pipe shape. Very classic, beautiful pipe. That's not the pipe I wanted to do. My initial idea for this was a yellow and black contrast stain. In hindsight, probably not the best color choice for a pipe like this, but that's where I started. It didn't work. The problem was that the yellow came out kind of greenish, and I wasn't entirely convinced that it was going to work for a whole pipe. So on a whim, I decided to try a different thing that I've never done before. I've never seen it done before. It just popped into my head. I thought, what if I add a red to this and I graduate the stain? It starts with a nice dark red at the top, graduated down and back into the yellow that was on there already, and then do the same from this side. Start with a dark red here and graduate it back to the yellow. So you had this kind of flow of red to yellow and back to red again on the pipe. It actually worked. I managed to do that, and I thought it looked fantastic. I was really excited about it. Then I walked upstairs, showed it to my wife, and she went, "That is ugly." So I had to get some opinions. Did a straw poll a couple of weeks ago on Instagram. The results came down split. Half the people hated it, the other half thought it was interesting. So obviously there was something wrong with this. I've been thinking about it for a few weeks now, and I came to the conclusion that the issue is not so much the graduated stain. I think that's kind of interesting, and it's an interesting technique that I've discovered for myself. The problem is the shape of the pipe. It doesn't fit with this particular kind of pipe. Think of it like you buy a BMW and then you paint it in psychedelic colors. It just doesn't work. You could do that on a Beetle, but you can't do it on a BM. That's kind of what I was doing with this, and it just wasn't working. And that presented me with a new problem, because the logo on this pipe is incredibly faint. I couldn't sand it down again because I'd lose the logo. So after thinking about it for a little bit, I decided the best course of action was to continue with the red. The graduated red I had applied over the yellow stain, and it didn't look bad. So I thought, why don't I just do that for the whole pipe and just go with red over all of it? So what you see here is, in fact, a tri-stain. It's a black base coat, it's got a yellow mid coat and a burgundy top coat. And here's the surprising thing. The burgundy looks better with that yellow mid coat, and that was unexpected. It's the best burgundy top coat that I've ever done, in fact. And you'll know if you've worked with burgundy stains before, it has a tendency to go a little dark and a little gloomy, and to be difficult to get contrast to express with it. And I think I have accidentally stumbled onto an answer for that. The answer is a tri-stain. Do a light mid coat and then do washes of the dark burgundy over that until you get a sufficient burgundy tone that and the end result is this. There's a kind of a translucency and a brightness to the burgundy that I've never managed to obtain before. So let me show you what I went through to get there. What I want to do in this pipe is I want to do a black and yellow, quite a contrasty, bright color difference. And I'm going to do something a little different. I want to try and see if I wet this with alcohol first and I warm up the bowl by flashing it with fire, if you're actually going to get a better absorption of the stain. Just trying it out, just want to see what it does. So I want to make it nice and wet, and then we're going to just give it a quick little okay, so that just warms it up, and then we're going to do the stain. like that. And we'll do the same thing. And okay, so we're ready to let this, see it's still a little damp. I'm just going to let it dry a little bit more, and then we're going to start wiping it off with some alcohol. It's one where you don't be shy. The more alcohol, the better. The more you can wipe down like this, the less sanding you have to do. So I think we're ready to sand this down now, and I think I'm going to start with around a 300 and then work up to a 400 and a 600 from there. Going to be a little careful along the logos. The logos are pretty faint as it is, so try not to take too much off there. And let's see what we get. I think it turns out that the grain on this is actually quite messy. It's kind of all over the place. But it could still be an interesting pattern, even if it is a bit messy. So, yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't make a nice contrast out of it and make it interesting. It's kind of just letting the pipe be what it is. Go. And you can see how the color starts coming through. I think I'm going to do another layer of that. That's different. Very different from what I expected. You know what? I've just changed my mind. I'm going to do something different. I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to try and fade a red down and a red from here and kind of graduate the color in. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of red, going to dilute it with some alcohol. It's nice and thin. And then I'm going to take a towel, a paper thingy, and I'm gonna put a little bit of it on here, and I'll put a little bit on here, like that, and then I'm gonna just ever so slightly fade it in with some pure alcohol. kind of mixing them up a bit. Oops, sorry. Then do a little more. I'm just going to put some pure alcohol on there again. And run some right around the top. Again, kind of fade it in. You can see there where it starts bleeding into each other. That's kind of interesting. Working a bit of magic in there, and then we just blend it over a bit. Here we go. I don't know what we're going to call this, but I'm quite happy with where this is going. Okay. There we go, now that it's dry. And the inside edge of this, I just want to make sure that it's really nice and heavy with the red. I want it to be nice and dark in there. There we go. So it really looks red when you look at it. Okay, I'm going to buff this and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay guys, well there it is. I actually am quite impressed by this. I think it came out much nicer than I thought. I still have to work a bit on the stem. It's not quite done there. But as far as this is concerned, I'm actually quite happy with the way this came out. I like the 3-color. I've never done a 3-color stain before, so this is kind of an experiment, but I think it looks fantastic. So there you go. I'm going to have to think about a name for this. So here's the end result, and as you can see, the burgundy has got quite a bright contrasty depth to it. It's not as gloomy and dark as burgundies often are, so much better end result. Very happy with it. Definitely something I will do again in the future. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing to the channel by commenting and subscribing to it. I really appreciate it. Every single one who comments on a video or like it or share it. You really make my day when you do that. Thank you so much. That was a bad idea.